Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Rimworld. Apparently Northern Line is upset because he was insulted. He wasn't even that upset about burying the bones. I guess it was if you let them rot completely and it's just a corpse, then they don't really care anymore. This has already deteriorated quite a bit, so I don't think anyone's going to wear it. We can afford to haul those in. I am somewhat tempted to just like build like a temporary little table out here or something. So that somebody can, look at that, Girthy's actually making friends. Can you believe it? Despite being having an annoying voice, he's actually got relations that don't completely suck. He's getting along just fine with Sly, plus 29. His opinion of her is quite high. Her opinion of him is not horrible. She says, Wallace, that guy sounds just so annoying. Not to mention he's a teetotaler versus chemical interest, but they've had a lot of deep talks while mining. Makes them feel good about themselves. You give them a little picnic table so they could have picnics. It seems like no matter what I do, there's never enough wood. I've taken to just sort of manually looking for trees that are nearly full because, I don't know, I'm starting to wonder if that manager mod is really necessary. Okay, we do take this path quite often. I could create a door over here along the edge. I believe that the walking speed is pretty good along the edge here. We should turn this into a door. You don't think so long as there's an open path, they're not going to just, like, come and try to break this door down because it's the easiest point of entry, are they? I want you to actually go work on this now. Because I want them to have a better route to get back to the base. How's Sly's skill looking at the mining? Still just 4. Girthy's probably already catching up. Yeah, he's already at 3. He's probably getting a little bit happy about it all, too. Experiencing some joy. It's making him happy. Nah! No, don't go refuel that stove. Bring the steel back. There's gotta be, I mean, come on. There's gotta be a mod that has been made that, like, slightly modifies the way... Nah! So that they're not idiots and they'll actually haul stuff before they come back to the base. Very simple little if-then. Like, if far away and going home, then that wood can't stay there. Otherwise, the door's kept locked open. Days, you're actually gonna haul that for me. Because if the door's blocked open, then they could totally come in that way. Okay, so they got a pretty clean-cut path this way. I do appreciate the comments a couple videos back. Somebody had mentioned that, surprisingly, wooden floors are completely inflammable, which is kind of funny. Medieval food storage systems. You've learned the basics of medieval foodcraft. The food prep station will allow you to prepare your various stews in large quantities for your growing population. It will also allow you to learn the basics, the production of cheese. You can even keep your food cool by making ice, and then sticking it in an ice box. Okay, let's take a look and see how those look. So it's probably under medieval. Ice creation station. Create ice blocks. This requires hay and a storage pot. Let's read a little bit more about this then. Originally developed by the ancient Greeks, co-opted by the Romans, and used throughout the medieval and modern era, various methods exist that use endothermic principles to create ice from the evaporation of water. Although it is simpler to just import the ice, this labor-intensive creation station will allow you to create small amounts of ice even in the desert. Hey, it could be used. It could allow us to finally get out of this whole pemmican-only situation. But to do that, we need hay. And hay, I believe, is a product that we need to just grow. We need a growing area. Zoner area. Use a uniform growing area. Let's just use a template for now, like just 1. Hay. I'm assuming, yeah, hay grass. Fertility requirement 50. 60% sensitivity to fertility. So it would be better if we could plant it in a fertile area, but it doesn't get a huge benefit from it. Growing time is only 5 days. Large amounts of hay. Hay is edible for animals, but not humans. Well, I think we should create a small area out here then. What's this hide button do? Hide, unhide the zone. How does that help me? I mean, we've got this fertile grass out here, this fertile area that we're not using, so let's go ahead and create a uniform grow area on the fertile soil. And we'll just use the fertility. We might as well, right? Even though it's not going to get a huge benefit from it. It's fine, I mean, it's better than not giving it any. Scumbag's like, oh, me, I want to do it. Hey, grass, that's all me. I'm on it. This is totally not how I picture Scumbag. Does this poplar tree actually grow faster because of its fertility? I bet it does. I bet because it's growing in an area that's fertile soil, it is actually growing faster. Well, we'll see how much that actually does. And then the other thing that we needed to make this item was a storage pot, which is probably going to be made at like the crafting station or something. Hey, we got a building. Cool. What's this thing do? So we got a blacksmith's forge. Bills. Add bill. Make hand tools. Steel-plated gloves. Gloves, boots, armor. Steel plates, and winter cloak. I'm going to add this and then just suspend because I want to look at some of these things. In fact, it'd be cool if there's a button where you could just like look at all of them at once. Let's do this. I'm gonna just go down the list. We're gonna add every single one and suspend them all so I can take a peek. I'm not gonna spend a huge amount of time. I might spend some more time like looking at them over between episodes or something. But the ones that really appeal to me, I'm going to look at right away. And they are these ones that are gonna give us like bonuses to skills. That's a lot of different jobs that it can do. Okay, so hand tools. What are the hand tools? Tools used by tradesmen in the production of various goods. Oh. That's so clear. These are going to be defensive. I don't care about that. The cloak, though, kind of interests me because I think that's going to provide... Okay, so it's 50 steel. That's a lot. A vest made of steel plates strapped to the chest and back, shoulder plates, and jack chains have also been added for extra protection. Basic, as armor plate gets, maximizing location, minimizing materials. That sounds good. This outfit was designed with special attachments, so a long cloak made of furs and leathers can be used with it. Ooh, I like that. Because of this, it is rather effective at blocking harsh winds and the bone-chilling cold. That's what I'm interested in, because as far as I understand the way the game works, the insulation modifier works for both heat and cold. Insulation, cold. How much this apparel offsets a wearer's minimum comfortable temperature when worn. Negative 68.4 Fahrenheit. And then insulation to heat. How much this apparel affects a wearer's maximum comfortable temperature. So for 50 steel, basically, I can make something that gives them massive comfort modifiers. Because looking at, let's see, I think it was Girthy who was whining about being hot. Ugh, hot. Ugh. His comfortable temperature is... what? It was in here. There we go. Maximum comfortable temperature, 89.6. And minimum is 30.2. So, his gear, which I can't look at right now, the bulletproof vest provides nothing for positive Fahrenheit, and the tribal wear and wooden plates both say negative numbers. So let's just check to make sure my understanding of this is correct. So bulletproof vest is probably going to say nothing for temperature, and that's how it works, yes. Cloth tribal wear, insulation against cold, negative 18, and the wooden plates, insulation against cold. So yeah, I'm leaning toward that. That item sounds really good. I'm gonna put the steel plates and winter cloak at the top so that I hopefully remember to make some of those. I'm willing to spend, 300 steel to give everyone one of these things. But also, on top of that, something I didn't look at, it does take a lot of work to make, but the armor, 15% armor against blunt. on the torso, neck, left shoulder, left arm, left leg, right leg. That's so much coverage. So much. It's so good. I like it. Okay. So that's really high priority, I think. Next, though, the boots, the armor, the tabard. What the hell is the tabard? Very little insulation for cold. This is as basic as armor gets, maximizing locations, minimizing materials. I'm assuming because it's a different type of equipment that it can be worn in addition to the cloak. But the ones that I'm really excited about are almost there. We're almost there. The steel-plated head wrap. Insulation against cold, just covers the head, obviously. But this also costs 25 steel, so I'd rather not make that yet. These are the ones that I want. The pitchfork, what does that do? Just takes wood. Okay, that's great. We can make wood a lot easier. And this is what I want. Stab. It's a stabbing weapon. Harvest fail, minus 5%. Plant work speed, plus 5%. That's it. I want that on Northern Lion. He needs himself a pitchfork. That's right. Farmer Northern Lion. But I remember that there was another one that I think might actually be better. There's a couple of them that modify those types of things. So the pitchfork was one. And then there's the hand sickle. Harvest fail minus 10, plant work speed plus 10. So the other one was harvest fail minus 5. And was it plant work speed? Yeah, this is just, why would you ever make a pitchfork? No, just get rid of that one. The meat cleaver. Cooking speed plus 10%, butchery efficiency plus 25. Holy crap, I want that. Okay, so we're going to want at least... we're going to continue to follow the... Tell you what, let's remove the ones that I don't want to do yet. Just straight up. I've decided not to do these, don't want to do the head wrap. Do want the sickle, do want the cleaver. The blacksmith's hammer. Smithing speed. Yep, need one of those. Pickaxe. I'm gonna guess we probably want one of those. Mining speed plus 10%, hell yeah. Forester's axe. Plant work speed plus 10. Well, assuming that the game is actually smart enough to distinguish between a sickle and a forester's axe when it comes to working with trees versus plants, then we would want a forester's axe. Assuming that it's not that smart, then we could probably just use a hand sickle and get the best of both, and we don't need the forester's axe. So I'm going to go ahead and just assume that the game doesn't care, not make a forester's axe, and hope that I'm right. Next, final one. We've got a stabbing weapon. Medieval-style boar spear, typically a sharp metal point for stabbing opponents in melee combat. Melee damage of 14, cooldown of 2.3. How does that compare to, like, I think Aversum's got a spear right now. Wooden spear, only 4 damage. That's actually probably a good idea to give him since he likes the melee so much. Okay, so I think we've got it then. Real quick. I am spending a lot of time on this, but I think it's worthwhile. We've got, we could just say only Northern Lion's allowed to harvest, and then just make one of those sickles. I'm going to put this actually at the bottom. I'm going to get the tools out first. So we want to make one sickle. We probably want to make 2 meat cleavers. It's the wrong button. Because I think we still have 2 people who are actually doing cooking. Girthy can do it, but I kind of like the idea of Girthy just mining more. We'll get him off of that. But let's remember to put him on like 4 so that I don't forget that he's okay at it. Okay, so we want 2 of those. For butchering. Can they use... hopefully they can carry multiple tools around, I'm not sure. The blacksmith's hammer. People who work with... I've already forgotten now the specific skill. Smithing. There's only like 1 person who's been doing that. Taze, who clearly has no tool for it yet. Girthy's gonna end up wanting to use the mining thing. So let's bump him back down on smithing, and then we'll make 1 smithing tool. Okay. 1 pickaxe times 2, actually, because we do have Girthy and Sly. Sly is only going to need the tool for mining, so yeah, we need 2 of those. I think you should... why can't you just, like, right-click to immediately go to the bills for an item? That'd be better. The boar spear, I wanted 1 for Aversum. And then at the end of the bottom of the list, we do want 6 of these cloaks. So they'll stop being all bitchy about how hot it is, or cold in the upcoming winter. Alright, so who is gonna be actually building these stuff? I've already forgotten. Blacksmith's Forge uses what kind of skill? Smithing. So, actually, makes sense then that the smithing thing should be built first. Very first thing you're gonna make is a blacksmith's hammer. And the person who's gonna do the smithing was Taze, who's cutting blocks. We're gonna go ahead and need some more steel. We currently have none steel in storage. No, 115. 400 steel over here. I need 300 for the equipment, for the cloaks. And then now I've got this whole new thing to look at. Smelt metal from slag, smelt metal from armor, smelt weapon. Okay, so this breaks down existing things. Use heat and strong electromagnetics to break down weapons into useful resources. I see. I don't think we need to do that yet. Rather than... I'll just suspend him, that way I don't have to open this thing up anymore. Okay, so, I've already forgotten yet again. The person who's going to be doing it is not Taze. Was it? It might have been Taze. You should be able to create, like, little cliff notes for your characters, like, Taze. Like, I don't know, like a color code, so that I could say, this person does this job. Taze is my smith. And she also likes the crafting. Smithing is more important, though. Managing can definitely take a back seat. Taze is cutting stone blocks from chunk. Tell you what, get all the way up there, just throw it on the floor, and then walk away. How are your needs? You need some food. I want you to eat. Go eat now. She's still got some energy. She's in her sleeping hours with no joy. She likes crafting. Yeah, go ahead and rest. You can work on it. It'll be a project for tomorrow for you. Can I just tell her to, like, go practice? Who was the doctor? I can't believe... Okay, so people were like, you should euthanize the cat. And I did. And then people in the comments were like, I can't believe you euthanized the cat. Are you guys, like, giving me bad advice on purpose? Because if so, that's not very nice. Taze was a doctor. The better doctor is Yoshizor's. Did he get skill from killing the cat? Medicine. That's disgusting. So not only does he learn extra and he gets joy gain ×2, are you telling me that when Yoshizor's murdered that cat, it made him happy? It probably did, because it's considered medicine, technically. Girthy, your room is filthy, man. You need to clean that up. Wallace the Girthy from Filthy Robot. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we already have stone slabs made out of marble. That's probably considered to be pretty, isn't it? Well, it's not ugly. Alright, I guess that's fine. So we got a nice bedroom now. It's poor quality bed. We've got a awful quality bed here, shoddy and awful. Normal, normal, and then that one was shoddy. We should upgrade that at some point. You know, poor is not horrible. Rest effectiveness is actually bumped up a bit by the adjacent stuffs. +6 and +2. So for now, I think we should take whichever one of these two is not happy the most. Very cramped, dead man plates. I'm gonna go with Aversum the Castaway, because Aversum has a higher... If I set owner while he's asleep, will he, like, wake up? I hope not. Let's find out. Yep, damn it. Well, hopefully the disturbed sleep -4 will be offset by the fact that you get a not-so-trash bedroom. I mean, it's still an awful quality bedroom, but at least you don't have spacious... you now have spacious interior instead of the -10. I understand that the spacious interior is temporary. They're only in there for like 8 hours, but this mood bar seems to have like a trending thing. It moves slowly up and down, and so if I can just trend him upward overnight, that'd be better, I think, than having him trend downward overnight, because then as soon as he gets out of the room, he'll be happier. Did we give you a table and everything to eat on if you needed to? Yes, we did. This is not a gathering spot. I don't want people to gather in each other's bedrooms. That's just silly. Alright, we're up and at 'em. Adamant. Consuming some pemmican. We could, since pemmican doesn't decay, just put some food. Well, if I put their food in their bedroom, do you think that they'll be idiots and, like, go get food? They'll just go to the nearest food supply and, bother each other while they're sleeping? Why can't I set restrictions, like, only this person is allowed to open the door? Or can I? I don't know. It would be it would be ideal. Taze, my primary smither, is making a blacksmith's hammer. Fantastic. No, don't stop. Don't cloud watch. You're supposed to be sleeping right now. Why are you cloud watching? Also, Taze, you are on some weird hours right now. It's 5 a.m. and she woke up. I mean, if you need joy, go ahead and cloud watch. It's fine. But then you're going to do a damn good job making yourself a fantastic blacksmith's hammer. You just cloud watched for like no time at all, woman. And she's the one whose cat we murdered. Tell me that you have a passion for smithing. Smithing. This is one of the things I dislike about this game, is that they call it different things in different places. Right? If you go to work, it's called smith. Smithing uses the skill crafting. And so I've got to know in my head that crafting means smithing. Why not just have it a la Dwarf Fortress, where it's actually like, this skill is called this and it does this? Why not just have a smithing skill? Yes, it's more stuff. Yes, you'd have to make this interface bigger. Oh my gosh. But like, I don't know. I don't know that crafting falls under smithing. I don't have it memorized yet. It'd be simpler. So anyway, do you have a passion for crafting? Yes, you'll get some joy out of making yourself a fancy pants hammer. This reminds me of the book. What was the book called? By Robert Jordan, Wheel of Time. Perrin. Here's what you're gonna do, Taze. You're gonna work all night with some sort of mythical powers. You're gonna make yourself a fancy ass hammer, and you're gonna use it to smite your foes and make fancy pants winter cloaks made out of steel. And we're all gonna be amazingly happy with your work, okay? No, don't consume berries. Finish the job. You can't quit. Alright, well, I'm gonna put it in a cut here, and tomorrow, in the next session, she's totally gonna make herself a fancy hammer, and it's gonna be glorious. So, I'll see you again in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.